Our replay sponsor on Livin Large Larry Live is from Keystone Mortgage. Purchase, refinance, investment properties, second home, all at Keystone Mortgage. 248-7124. You can search them out on Facebook. Use the keyword Keystone and check out their new location. It's across from the pub station. Keystone Mortgage, 2442 First Avenue North. KeystoneHomeLoans.com. You aren't just a number, you're our number one priority with Keystone Mortgage. And it's Friday, the 19th of February, Livin Large Larry Live. Here from Billings, Montana, the Red Line Computer Studios. Hey, welcome to it. On the verge of a weekend here. Big show going on at Metro Park through tomorrow. It is the Mate Show, and then in a couple of weeks, it's a Spring Home Improvement Show, March 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Win a sauna from Hot Spring Spas, a Phantom retractable screen door, a pellet barbecue from the Fireplace Center, or a mini bike from TNT. It's where you want to be, and it's free. So, where to?
Where I go to get my haircut every 6 weeks. Count on it. Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main in Billings Heights. The best $10 haircut ever. Consistent. Takes 10 minutes of my day. Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main in the Heights. And extras too. If you want a straight razor shave, Jim and Austin's Barbershop. Jim and Austin's Barbershop. New sponsors this year of the Billings Wolves. Our all kinds of blinds in Billings temperature check, all kinds of blinds, mt.com, and the high wind warning in Billings till about noon or so, and then things should calm down a little bit, but it's 42 this morning.
Livin Large Larry Live from the Red Line Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry Live.
We broadcast from the Red Line Computer Store on King and 29th West Billings. We call it the Red Line Computer Studios. We think it fits since we do an internet radio show out of here every weekday morning. Live on YouTube, by the way, as well. You can access YouTube, the audio player, and your mobile phones with the TuneIn app for your smartphones. And you can get all the information and access through one place, livinlargelarry.com. Good to have you here on Friday the 19th of February. The high wind warning in Billings continues until about noon today. Our Billings area forecast from Broughton Construction and Home Repair, BRAATON, for trustworthy and knowledgeable service. Broughton Construction and Home Repair. Nice day, nice weekend, actually sunny today and 60. Some gusts up to 60 miles per hour. Again, by early afternoon, that all should subside. For the weekend, sunny and high near 52 on Saturday. Sunday, sunny and 49, and mid-40s to low 50s for highs looking ahead to the first 3 days next week. Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors, MontanaProperty.com, bring you the Billings area forecast. 1925 Grand Avenue. She'll listen to you. She'll listen to your needs. Jade will show you properties meeting your specific criteria in your price range. Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors, MontanaProperty.com. The 19th of February. It's Friday, and the weekend just within our reach here. Livin Large Larry Live, livinlargelarry.com for YouTube, and also the TuneIn mobile app for your smartphones. We have an audio player all in one place, livinlargelarry.com. Good to have you along here. The Red Line Computer Studios in West Billings off of King and 29th. All kinds of blinds and Billings temperature check. So some high winds. The high wind warning actually for Billings, Montana since late yesterday afternoon through overnight. It'll hold through about noon or so in Billings with 60-mile-per-hour gusts at times.
Today on Save on Taxes, we ask 100 people what costs less than filing your taxes with IRS Free File.
A car seat.
No! Erica, what do you think costs less than filing your taxes with IRS Free File?
A pair of shoes.
Wrong again. The correct answer is nothing costs less than filing your federal taxes with IRS Free File because it's absolutely free. That's right. With IRS Free File, you get brand name software, online tax prep, and e-filing for free. The software helps you pick the right forms, find tax credits, and does the math for you. Free File even helps with the new healthcare provisions, and it's all for free.
So, did we win anything?
Everybody wins! freefile.irs.gov. It's fast, it's safe, it's free.
Call or email your Livin Large Larry Live show ideas. Larry at livinlargelarry.com and 1-888-858-1408.
If it's time for your haircut, your 6-week haircut, that's my rotation anyway. Jim and Austin's Barbershop, Main in Billings Heights, 2225 Main in the Heights. Trained barbers, Jim and Austin's Barbershop. Straight razors, just ask for it. Request it, Jim and Austin's Barbershop. 10-minute haircut, $10, even over your lunch hour. All kinds of blinds and Billings. Temperature check, high wind warning till noon. And some gusts up to 60 miles per hour, 42 now, 60 degrees in Billings today, the Redline Computer Studios in West Billings, Montana. We gather our news for the Billings Morning News and more from KTVQ.com, Color8.com, and the Billings Gazette, and the Billings Morning News and more from Rimrock Flooring at 1440 Central Avenue, rimrockflooringmt.com. They're offering Smart Strand Forever Clean, the world's toughest carpet, Mohawk, at Rimrock Flooring in Billings. Thursday night, 8:30, intersection of 6th North and North 31st, downtown Billings. A white Suzuki was approximately 25 yards west of the intersection, laying on the driver's side. This is gleaned from a press release from the Billings Police Department. Several people had stopped to assist the 20-year-old male driver of the Suzuki who was laying on the ground near the vehicle, and the 17-year-old female passenger. The 26-year-old female driver of the black Lexus was sitting on the curb near her vehicle. Upon interviewing witnesses and parties involved, the following was learned. The white Suzuki was traveling west on 6th at a high rate of speed, passing other cars on the roadway. The light at the intersection of 6th North and North 31st was red for westbound traffic. The white Suzuki ran the red light and collided with the black Lexus. The Suzuki spun out of control, hit the curb, and then a tree, and eventually landed on its side. All 3 occupants from both vehicles were transported to the hospital by ambulance. Contributing factors may have been speed and the possibility of drug use. That investigation continues. After recently announcing that they plan to expand the Yellowstone County Jail, county commissioners are opening the floor for residents to weigh in on the proposal. The opportunity is scheduled for Tuesday, March 8th, during the board's regularly scheduled 9:30 a.m. meeting at the Yellowstone County Courthouse. County commissioners met Thursday to explore solutions to the ongoing jail overcrowding problem. Commissioners said their plans will not require raising taxes. The county can borrow up to $2 million in funds, and in June, it will ask voters to approve borrowing more money. If the measure is approved, it could take up to 2 years for design and construction to complete the expansion. 2 former Yellowstone County Sheriff's deputies who recently were found justified for fatally shooting a Huntley man will face yet another court hearing. The family of Lauren Simpson, who was shot by deputies Christopher Rudolph and Jason Robinson, are moving forward with a wrongful death civil suit. A pretrial conference hearing is set for March 2nd. The amount of money requested would be left to the jury to determine. Earlier in the month, the coroner's inquest jury found that Rudolph and Robinson were justified in their actions. Mike Muirhead of Moss Tacos in Red Lodge was named a finalist Wednesday for Best Chef from the Northwest region in the James Beard Foundation Awards. The James Beard Foundation reported it received 20,000 entries online, which officials pared down to the list of semifinalists in 21 categories. Moss Taco opened about 4.5 years ago at 304 Broadway Avenue in Red Lodge. The Billings Morning News and more from Rimrock Flooring at rimrockflooringmt.com. Their 5,000 square foot showroom is at 1440 Central Avenue. Look and see and feel the new Swiss Trax product. It offers a practical and modern alternative to standard concrete, garage flooring, garage floor tiles. Swiss Trax, ask for it by name at Rimrock Flooring. Rimrock Flooring at 1440 Central in Billings. We'll have more weather in detail and Billings Morning News and more coming up. Livin Large Larry live at livinlargelarry.com on YouTube. Check us out. The YouTube is live now. It becomes the YouTube podcast after the live portion of the show. So we appreciate that. All at livinlargelarry.com. And thanks for utilizing the TuneIn mobile app, free download for your smartphones, iPhones, and Androids. I talked with the mayor, a replay from a visit we had with Mayor Tom Hannell, the city of Billings, coming up in just a little bit here on Livin Large, Larry Live. All kinds of blinds in Billings. Temp check, high wind warning with us till early afternoon, 60 mile per hour gust, and 60 degrees for a high this afternoon. Dress up your home or dress up your office through all kinds of blinds in Billings. All kinds of blinds, mt.com with Bobby Gray. He's got the experience. Make your window treatments look perfect. Sailor blinds, vertical blinds, the woven woods you see at your neighbor's house. Talk to all kinds of blinds in Billings and Bobby Gray. And as you're out and about in town, check out some of the locations, just a handful of locations that All Kinds of Blinds has worked on. Starbucks in the Heights and Grand Avenue as well. The Taco Treats on Grand Avenue and the Heights. Also Fred's Appliance most recently. Ask about security film as well for your windows. All Kinds of Blinds, mt.com. For a full-service salon and spa, truly full-service salon and spa, the list is pretty much endless. Colon hydrotherapy, spray tans, looking for permanent makeup, and quick spa with Christina KK, Jamie Sue, and Carrie does massages, deep tissue, hot stone, body wraps, nail art, gel polish, nail enhancements. Talk to Jamie Sue. All in one location on Grand Avenue, 2348 Grand Avenue. Quick Spa, quick-spa.com.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes?
How could he do this to you? And for Sheila, she has split ends.
B, console her?
Oh, sweetie, this is going to happen a lot. 4, maybe 5 more times before you get married.
C, take charge?
Got to get this all straightened out. Keep a little talking to, man to man, mano a mano. Hey, Steve! Is now a good time? No? Okay, no problem. Bye.
Or D, help her find a new boyfriend?
I know a great place to meet boys. The internet. Nice, single boys. Never mind. How about some ice cream?
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
If you're making a 3-day weekend and making one of those days heading to Red Lodge for snowboarding and skiing, not too bad. We'll have the snowboard and ski report for you coming up. Livin Large, Larry Live from the Red Line Computer Studios, West Billings. It's coming up here in a second. N2 Cryotherapy in Billings for better wellness. N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West. And be sure to check out N2 Cryotherapy. Cindy Graff has a booth at the Mate out at the pavilion part of the Home and Health Expo and Mates. She'll be out there through Saturday at 5. N2 Cryotherapy. Log on for appointments and get a little history of what cryotherapy is all about here in Billings. N2cryo.com. Livin Large Larry Live, livinlargelarry.com, and our snow report for skiing and snowboarding at Red Lodge Mountain. Not too bad, about 23 inches mid-mountain, and that's not too bad. All the lifts are not open. The quads are still closed, but all the other lifts are open for your enjoyment. And keep in mind, check out their website, redlodgemountain.com, for the events that are coming up. The snow reports on the show here. Report on Livin Large Larry Live from Mike Hines, realtor with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Floburg Real Estate. March 5th, by the way, is the Winter Carnival, the annual Winter Carnival. That's the big one coming up at Red Lodge. Happens every year. Yeah, that's the cardboard sleds and all that. redlodgemountain.com for more details. Mike Hines, realtor with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Floburg Real Estate, at 406-697-9031 brings you the snow reports on the show at livinlargelarry.com from the Red Line Computer Studios in West Billings, Montana. Glad you're streaming us today. We appreciate it. On Friday, heading into the weekend, Red Line Computer Store is our studios, the Red Line Computer Studios, across from Goodwill and next to the Wave Car Wash in Billings, Montana. Worldwide audience. Thank you for the 1,300 to about 1,800 we pinpointed that stream us and log on at some point in the day, either the live show on YouTube or utilize the YouTube podcast or the audio player. Thank you. We appreciate that. You're keeping the show going. livinlargelarry.com. All kinds of blinds in Billings. Temp check. High wind warning in Billings until about noon. And then 60 for a high this afternoon. Mate Show. Billings at Metra through Saturday at 5.
Livin' Large Larry Live.
The wind should go away by early afternoon. The high wind warning still remains in effect until about noon or so. Billings area forecast from Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors, MontanaProperty.com at 1925 Grand Avenue. Jade will provide a market analysis to clients wanting to list and sell their home, including specialized consulting in current trends in color and styles and modifications. Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors. 60 and sunny this afternoon. Windy first off, and then it all goes away for a nice weekend. 52 sunny for Saturday, sunny on Sunday, and 49. Ahead on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, slight chance for showers first part of the week, and temperatures mainly in the mid to upper 40s to low 50s. And get a expanded forecast at livinlargelarry.com. Click on the weather button. Forecast from Broughton Construction and Home Repair, Braaton. Search them out on Facebook. Offering 30 years of experience in concrete, remodeling, roofing, siding, and more. Broughton Construction and Home Repair. So coming up, a talk with Mayor Tom Hannell, Mayor of Billings, Montana, here on Livin' Large Larry Live at livinlargelarry.com. It would be a replay from a visit we had on Thursday with Mayor Hannell. Take care of some city business here. Catch it on YouTube and livinlargelarry.com. And lots going on in and around Billings, Montana. This weekend, we'll talk with Debbie Sundberg coming up from the Billings Zonta Club, Z-O-N-T-A. If you're good at trivia, this may be the event for you. Details on the way. livinlargelarry.com.
Win a riding lawnmower from Sears, a $5,000 roofing package from Moonlight Construction, or rain gutter package from All Star Rain Gutters. It's where you want to be, and it's free. So, where to?
Let's all go to the Home Improvement Show on March 4th, 5th, and 6th at Metra in Billings. Over 600 booths and over $30,000 in grand prizes. It's a Home Improvement Show coming up March 4th, 5th, and 6th. Livin' Large Larry Live, Friday the 19th of February. And livinlargelarry.com. All kinds of blinds in Billings. Temp check, high wind warning till early afternoon. And then another beautiful day in Billings. 60, a little bit above normal temperatures, about 15 degrees above normal temps. Maybe a little bit more than that. You can get an expanded forecast always at livinlargelarry.com. Click on that weather button. We use the weather bug. And now Mayor Hannell's coming up here. Our replay sponsor on Livin' Large Larry Live is from Keystone Mortgage. Purchase, refinance, investment properties, second home, all at Keystone Mortgage. 248-7124. You can search them out on Facebook. Use the keyword Keystone and check out their new location. It's across from the pub station. Keystone Mortgage, 2442 First Avenue North. KeystoneHomeLoans.com. You aren't just a number, you're our number one priority with Keystone Mortgage. Mayor Tom Hannell, City of Billings, with this. There was no meeting this past Monday because of the holiday, correct, sir?
That is correct, Larry. We moved it to Tuesday evening.
And anything that of importance we can talk about briefly?
You know, it was a work session, so it was an informal meeting, not a business meeting. But we did have a couple of very important topics, one of which had to do with Amon Park and the Amon Park Development Council, a group of persons that got together several years ago, and with a mutual agreement, the City of Billings developed Amon Park, which is down off of King Avenue East, known specifically for the soccer activity down there. And Larry, I'll tell you, over the years, they've done a fantastic job. They've developed that park. They've held several tournaments, a tremendous amount of activity for the youth. However, over time, they've also somewhat dissipated in that they have not maintained the contract, and it seems that we have a lot of issues. So consequently, it's time to regroup, get everybody together, and decide whether we're going to continue with the Amon Park Development Council or should the city take over and manage that park. And the end result was, Larry, that let's give them another chance, let them get back together, let them reorganize and see if they can't make a go of it. I'm confident that they will. I'm very excited about it. It's a very important facility, so let's hope for the best.
And just a couple more topics here. I was reading something in the news this week about possible improvements at Billings Logan International Airport. I know some money has been allotted for that, but continued improvements for the betterment of our community in the works as well.
Absolutely, Larry. That's been in discussion now with the council for, well, I wouldn't say for a year because it's actually been longer, but we've kicked it into high gear here in the last 8 to 12 months and came up with some studies, some suggestions, recommendations by engineers, architects, and the council, the last time we discussed this, was unanimous in support to move forward, get this project going. A lot of federal dollars involved, so that's always a big question mark, but at the same time, some of the work has already begun. We'll continue to make improvements up there. It's been a long time past due. It's been many, many years since we've done any major improvements to the airport. It's necessary because of the overall business, but to remain competitive. And you're going to see some exciting changes coming in the next, I would say, next 1 to 3 years at the airport.
Telltale sign for the growth of our city here in Billings. Mayor Tom Hanel with us. And final comments, and it's the first of the 2016 campaign for the Billings Wolves. This Saturday night, it was fun to hang with you and your family over at the Wolves meet and greet the other night.
Absolutely. You know, that was a great kickoff. Last year being the inaugural year, and this is year 2 now, so they had a super year last year, great group of individuals, terrific coaching staff, and it's what Billings needs, Larry. This is the time of year, a little bit of a lull for sports, indoor sports, on that level. Of course, high school sports go year-round for the most part, and very exciting. We never want to forget that, but at the same time, I'm speaking specifically out at the Metro. It's a good fill in between the seasons after the NFL season's completed. Now it's time for the indoor arena. So good luck to the Wolves. Please come down, support them. They support us. They do a lot for the community, so let's do the same in return.
Yeah, 7:05 kickoff Saturday night at a Rimrock Auto Arena, and I'm a little bit nervous myself being the on-field MC this year for the Wolves. Excited, though.
You'll do great, Larry. I have no doubt, and I think it's exciting. I think the opportunity for you, you're so well known across this region that your voice is very familiar. People recognize you, and I know you're a strong supporter of their organization. So I have a lot of faith you'll be great to listen to.
So looking forward to it. All right, Mayor Tom Hanel, City of Billings, and that's what's going on. Appreciate your time, sir, and have a great day. We'll see you this weekend.
Wonderful. Thank you, Larry. Thank you to the listeners out there, and look forward to visiting with you again next week.
All right, Mayor, thanks. Have a nice one. A visit with Mayor Tom Hanel, recorded a visit yesterday with Mayor Tom Hanel of Billings here. Livin Large Larry Live, livinlargelarry.com. Glad you're here. We're on YouTube this morning live. It'll become the podcast after the live show.
Livin Large Larry Live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry Live.
All kinds of blinds in Billings, allkindsofblindsmt.com, our temperature check sponsor this weekend. We're planning to get through Friday today and the weekend between 50 and 60 for highs. The complete forecast for you. The wind should go away by early afternoon. The high wind warning still remains in effect until about noon or so. Billings area forecast from Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors, MontanaProperty.com at 1925 Grand Avenue. Jade will provide a market analysis to clients wanting to list and sell their home, including specialized consulting in current trends in color and styles and modifications. Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors. 60 and sunny this afternoon. Windy first off, and then it all goes away for a nice weekend. 52 sunny for Saturday. Sunny on Sunday and 49. Ahead on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Slight chance for showers first part of the week, and temperatures mainly in the mid to upper 40s to low 50s. And get a expanded forecast at livinlargelarry.com. Click on the weather button. Forecast from Broughton Construction and Home Repair, Braaton. Search them out on Facebook. Offering 30 years of experience in concrete, remodeling, roofing, siding, and more. Broughton Construction and Home Repair. In about 20 or 25 minutes, we'll have an in-studio guest live in studio from one of our sponsors, from Keystone Mortgage. Angel Viren. She may bring some of her staff with her, and that's coming up. It's like almost all interview Friday on the show this morning with Livin Large Larry Live. LivinLargeLarry.com, and all kinds of blinds and Billings temp check at 42 now. 60 later, windy till noon.
Today on Save on Taxes. We ask 100 people what costs less than filing your taxes with IRS Free File.
Car seat.
No! Erica, what do you think costs less than filing your taxes with IRS Free File?
A pair of shoes.
Wrong again. The correct answer is nothing costs less than filing your federal taxes with IRS Free File because it's absolutely free. That's right. With IRS Free File, you get brand-name software, online tax prep, and e-filing for free. The software helps you pick the right forms, find tax credits, and does the math for you. Free File even helps with the new healthcare provisions, and it's all for free.
So, did we win anything?
Everybody wins. freefile.irs.gov. It's fast, it's safe, it's free.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Dad? Son, come home with me.
Visit the secret panda village?
Sleep like a panda. Eat like a panda.
I knew I wasn't eating up to my potential.
It's not always easy being a dad, but it's always worth it.
Let me teach you how to belly gong.
Awesome!
Take time to be a dad today.
Thanks, Dad.
Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov to learn more. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Coming up on Livin Large Larry Live, we'll have the what's going on, what's happening around Billings and surrounding towns here. Coming up, sponsored by Bighorn Inspection. There's a lot going on all over the area, but for sure over at Metro Park. And we'll have that as part of the reports as well. In the meantime, big game at Metro Park tomorrow, Rimrock Auto Arena, the opening game, home game for the Billings Wolves for the 2016 campaign. They started their second year as in the IFL, the Billings Wolves. And wait till you see Jim and Austin's Barbershop banner in the arena there. It'll be the most colorful banner. It'll be the one that stands out that you'll remember. Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main of the Heights, $10 haircuts.
Women now make up 37% of the workforce, changing their role forever.
Harvard Medical School has now opened its doors to new female applicants.
The first woman is now in space.
The majority of last year's doctorate degrees were earned by women.
We've come so far, but our news is changing for the worse. More women die from heart disease and stroke than men, even though it can be prevented. Make a change at GoRedForWomen.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women.
Do you own a business? Woods Accounting. Are you writing off everything you can? Lisa Woods Accounting can be sure that you are. Are you missing items? Go through the checklist with Lisa Woods Accounting. It is tax seasons. Lots of deductions for small and large businesses that you may not be aware of. Ask soon. Lisa Woods, 1211 Grand Avenue, Suite 4 in Billings, woodsaccounting.com.
Livin Large Larry Live.
Our quick temperature check sponsor is All Kinds of Blinds and Billings. All Kinds of Blinds, MT.com, albeit a bit windy. Okay, a lot windy this morning. We've had a high wind warning since late yesterday into last night and overnight, going through about noon in Billings today at some gust up to 60 miles per hour, but it should be around 60 for a high in Billings today. From the Red Line Computer Studios in West Billings, across the street from the Goodwill store, Livin Large Larry Live on YouTube at livinlargelarry.com. The Billings Morning News and more from Rimrock Flooring and rimrockflooringmt.com. Their 5,000 square foot showroom is at 1440 Central Avenue. Look and see and feel the new Swiss Trax product. It offers a practical and modern alternative to standard concrete, garage flooring, garage floor tiles. Swiss Trax, ask for it by name at Rimrock Flooring. Rimrock Flooring at 1440 Central in Billings. For the Billings Morning News, we utilize KTVQ.com, the Billings Gazette, and Color8.com. The downtown Billings coffee boom just keeps rolling along. Lenny and Jack C. Howes are busy remodeling a space at 2712 2nd Avenue North, downtown Billings, into Eben Coffee Collective, a coffee shop and bakery They hope to have open in early March. Renovations continue at 2 other nearby coffee shops going into old buildings, Moab Coffee House at 2501 Montana Avenue and the Annex Coffee House and Bakery at 2601 Minnesota Avenue. Actor and musician Jeff Bridges will be pitching in to help his friend Governor Steve Bullock and his re-election efforts when he performs in Missoula next month. Bridges, who has been a part-time Montana resident over the decades, frequently comes back to Montana for a variety of activities. More recently, he's been teaming up with Bullock to promote the cause of free breakfasts to help students learn. Bullock's campaign has announced Bridges will be in Missoula on March 15th for a fundraiser at the Wilma Theater, and you can click a link at ktvq.com for tickets. Waiting for flights at Billings Logan International Airport may soon become more convenient and comfortable. A potential $45 million project would expand the concourse. The project would add 3 new jet bridges for a total of 8. According to Kevin Plone, the City of Billings Director of Aviation and Transit. In all, the airport is in line for $75 million worth of improvement over the next 5 years. $2 million for the concourse has already been approved for expanding the restrooms, the holding room, and the concession area. The Billings City Council is scheduled to look at the capital improvement plan at a work session coming up in March next month. The 25th annual Scott Firefighter Stair Climb in Seattle is coming up quickly here. Firefighters from across the nation in Canada, Europe, they come together on March 6th to climb 69 floors of stairs or 1,356 steps, all to support the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And they're in full gear as well, full firefighting gear. The Billings Fire Department will be sending a team of 10 this year and looking for your help. A couple of fundraisers coming up. One's at the pub station tonight. They're going to hold a concert with 2 members of the Billings Fire Department. That event begins at 6 and will include a silent auction and a 50-50 raffle. And then on February 29th, which is a Monday, there'll be another fundraiser for the event at Hooligan Sports Bar beginning at 5 p.m. in downtown Billings. The Billings Morning News and more from Rimrock Flooring at 1440 Central Avenue and rimrockflooringmt.com. 3 stores, better buying power for you, more savings for you as well at Rimrock Flooring. We utilize the TuneIn app, TuneIn, TuneIn, one word, TuneIn app for your smartphones. Free download for your iPhones, Androids, Blackberries.
He said, Bobby, why don't you come work with me? And so I started working with him, and we built it from a little garage to about 13,000 square foot factory.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When floodwaters reach your door? When wildfires are engulfing the edge of your neighborhood, or an earthquake is destroying buildings. When a tornado is tearing through town, or a hurricane strikes. Or is the best time perhaps today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. And it's not always as simple as using your cell phone. That's why now is the time to take action. Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Zonta Trivia Night. They're one of their annual events. Billings Zonta Club Trivia Night is Saturday. Details in a visit we had with Debbie Sundberg from Zonta coming up here on Livin Large Larry Live, livinlargelarry.com. And I also do an afternoon radio show at AM 790 weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. Hope you can get a chance to check that out. The Mighty 790 KGHL here in Billings and online at mighty790.com. They're also on the TuneIn app as well. And I'll be doing my show actually from 3 to 6 today on Friday, live from the Mate at Metra. Dress up your home or dress up your office through all kinds of blinds in Billings. All kinds of blinds, mt.com with Bobby Gray. He's got the experience. Make your window treatments look perfect. Sailor blinds, vertical blinds, the woven woods you see at your neighbor's house. Talk to all kinds of blinds in Billings and Bobby Gray. And as you're out and about in town, check out some of the locations, just a handful of locations that all kinds of blinds has worked on. Starbucks in the Heights and Grand Avenue as well. The Taco Treats on Grand Avenue and the Heights. Also, Fred's Appliance most recently. Ask about security film as well for your windows. All kinds of blinds, mt.com. The promise that Brown's Automotive makes is communications, and that has worked now for over 60 years in Billings. Brown's Automotive, with 4 locations. Brown's Auto Service on Broadwater. There's Brown's West Auto Service, Rosebud and 20th Street, and a couple of locations of Brown's downtown. Automatic transmission companies at 13th Street North and 1st Avenue North, and Brown's Rebuild Center, 18th Street North and 2nd Avenue North. Brown's Automotive, over 60 years in Billings. BrownsAutoBillings.com.
Hi, this is Nicolas Cage. When you're a teenager, there are a lot of things going on that can produce stress and anxiety. The pressures of school, dating, and the future in general can seem overwhelming sometimes. But there are healthy ways to deal with stress, ways to reduce it and channel your energy in positive directions. And you don't have to do it alone. The Will Rogers Institute has a free booklet with some really helpful information.
For your free copy, visit wrinstitute.org and find us on Facebook and Twitter.
Do you own a business? Woods Accounting. Are you writing off everything you can? Lisa Woods Accounting can be sure that you are. Are you missing items? Go through the checklist with Lisa Woods Accounting. It is tax seasons. Lots of deductions for small and large businesses that you may not be aware of. Ask soon. Lisa Woods, 1211 Grand Avenue, Suite 4 in Billings, woodsaccounting.com.
Win central air conditioning from White's, cleaning from Bryce's Master Clean, a Kinco security system, or a Procrete garage floor overlay. It's where you want to be, and it's free. So, where to?
So it's Mate this week at Metra, and March 4th and 5th, it is the Spring Home Improvement Show at Metra Park in Billings. The Redline Computer Studios, West Billings. We broadcast each morning on YouTube at livinlargelarry.com and the TuneIn mobile app on your smartphones. For a full-service salon and spa, truly full-service salon and spa, the list is pretty much endless. Colon hydrotherapy, spray tans, looking for permanent makeup, then Quick Spa with Christina KK, Jamie Sue, and Carrie does massages, deep tissue, hot stone, body wraps, nail art, gel polish, nail enhancements. Talk to Jamie Sue. All in one location on Grand Avenue, 2348 Grand Avenue. Quick Spa, quick-spa.com.
Call or email your Livin Large Larry Live show ideas. Larry@livinlargelarry.com and 1-888-858-1408.
Redline Computer Studios, our broadcast for Livin Large Larry Live, and all of the audio, YouTube, the audio player. Details on the TuneIn mobile phone app at one place now. We've simplified it for you. livinlargelarry.com. Never a G on Livin. All right, that's a crime. Livin. livinlargelarry.com. Had a nice talk with Mark Burr, general manager of the Billings Wolves, the other day, and we'll replay that talk if you missed it on the show on Thursday. Mark Burr, general manager of the Billings Wolves, and we're Saturday night, Metro Park, 7:05 on the dot, 7:05 p.m. for the kickoff. We'll look at some encouraging words from Mark Burr, GM of the Wolves, coming up here in the next 30 or 35 minutes on livinlargelarry.com. Meantime, Zonta Club's Trivia Nights coming up tomorrow night. Deb Sundberg here in Billings talks of that event. We're talking about Zonta Club and their big night coming up this Saturday, and Debbie Sundberg, event chair and vice president. You hold many hats and wear many hats. Debbie Sundberg, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
All right. Your annual event, this is the big one, the Zonta Club, their Trivia Night fundraiser themed Arabian Nights. That sounds intriguing. Talk about it.
Yeah. Well, this is our 19th annual. We have a lot of fun. There's like 36 teams of 8 people a team, and they are asked questions in 8 different rounds, 10 questions each round, and the team works together to figure out the answers to those questions, and they are trivial, let me tell you.
Yeah, I love team sports. What is Zonta Club? A little bit about the history of it for those who don't know.
Okay, Zonta Club is an international women's organization. Well, it's not just women. Men can join. We're professional and executives, and we work to advocate and serve families and women worldwide to uplift them and give them opportunities throughout the world.
I read something on Facebook last week. Is web trivia event still going on Facebook right now?
Yes, it continues till Friday. Yep.
And how does that work?
Well, you can go on to Facebook of Billings Zonta and answer the daily question. And at the end of the week, on Friday, we'll tally all the winners of those questions or the correct answers of those questions, I should say. And on Saturday, we draw for a winner for a $50 gift card.
All right, Zonta, Z-O-N-T-A. I love words that start with Z. I don't know why.
There's not many out there, are there?
I just love Z words. You got Ed McIntosh as your master of ceremonies.
We do.
Yeah.
Yep. And, it's a fundraiser, so we have some people that are in the audience as well as the team players.
Okay.
But we do the game, and then we have concessions. We have a silent auction. We do a 50-50 event, as well as a fact or fiction, which is kind of like a heads and tails. So it's a fun evening. It's kind of interesting because, it's like they ask the question, and then you kind of know it, and the team works together, and if we didn't get it right, and they tell us the answer then after when all the rounds are done, or each of the rounds are done, you go, yeah, I knew that. That's the kind of thing it is.
I see
trivia.
the top scoring team gets $500 in cash, too. That's pretty big.
Yes. And then the second place team gets a grand basket prize, and as well as the third. And then we give a last place crying in your beer basket.
Thank you very much. I'll take that right now. Thank you very much. What's the fees to play Zonta Night Trivia Fundraiser?
It's $20 a person, and we have it at St. Bernard's Church in the Heights on Wicks. Starts at 6 o'clock with the social. 7 o'clock the games begin. We're usually done around 10.
Okay. How can somebody talk more about or learn more about the Zonta Club and maybe join?
They can go to www.billingszonta.com.
So simple. All right. Whew, that's a lot of stuff in 3.5 minutes. Good work.
Thank you.
Thanks, Debbie Sundberg. As Zonta Club Trivia Night Fundraiser is this Saturday night, February 20th. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
You can search them out on Facebook, Z-O-N-T-A, Billings Zonta Club. From the Red Line Computer Studios in West Billings, we're across from the Goodwill store and next to the Wave Car Wash, the other side of us, the Dollar Tree. If you ever want to come down and visit us, now you know where we're at. LivinLargeLarry.com on YouTube this morning. Our replay sponsor on Live and Large Larry Live is from Keystone Mortgage. Purchase, refinance, investment properties, second home, all at Keystone Mortgage. 248-7124. You can search them out on Facebook. Use the keyword Keystone and check out their new location. It's across from the pub station. Keystone Mortgage, 2442 First Avenue North. KeystoneHomeLoans.com. You aren't just a number, you're our number one priority with Keystone Mortgage. And Angel Viren and some of her crew from Keystone Mortgage live in studio coming up in just a little bit here on the Friday edition of Live and Large Larry Live, all at liveandlargelarry.com. All kinds of blinds and Billings. Temperature check, it's still windy. High wind warning for Billings and surrounding communities. Out on the highways, please be careful. Some gust up to 60 miles per hour, and that does not bode well for hauling a semi or some kind of a trailer, so be aware of that till about noon or so. Then it'll be 60 or so.
Livin' Large Larry Live from the Red Line Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin' Large Larry Live.
We'll have a complete detailed Billings, Montana forecast here in a second, and also more of the Billings morning news and information and more, and look at what's going on around town this weekend in Billings. Live and Large Larry Live at liveandlargelarry.com. Happy you're here on Friday the 19th. N2 Cryotherapy in Billings for better wellness. N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West, and be sure to check out N2 Cryotherapy. Cindy Graff has a booth at the Mate out at the pavilion part of the Home and Health Expo and Mates. She'll be out there through Saturday at 5. N2 Cryotherapy. Log on for appointments and get a little history of what cryotherapy is all about here in Billings. N2cryo.com.
Call or email your Livin' Large Larry Live show ideas. Larry at liveandlargelarry.com and 1-888-858-1408.
The wind should go away by early afternoon. The high wind warning still remains in effect until about noon or so. Billings area forecast from Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors, MontanaProperty.com at 1925 Grand Avenue. Jade will provide a market analysis to clients wanting to list and sell their home, including specialized consulting in current trends in color and styles and modifications. Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors. 60 and sunny this afternoon. Windy first off, and then it all goes away for a nice weekend. 52 sunny for Saturday. Sunny on Sunday and 49. Ahead on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Slight chance for showers first part of the week, and temperatures mainly in the mid to upper 40s to low 50s. And get a expanded forecast at livinlargelarry.com. Click on the weather button. Forecast from Broughton Construction and Home Repair, Braaton. Search them out on Facebook. Offering 30 years of experience in concrete, remodeling, roofing, siding, and more. Broughton Construction and Home Repair.
And the next question is, what do a cookie, a stick of gum, and a French fry have in common?
Oh, you eat them!
You find them between couch cushions?
No! They all cost more than filing your taxes. When you use IRS Free File, it's free. Get a choice of brand name software and help if you need it. Join the 40 million people who have already saved. Free File. It's fast, it's safe, it's free. Get started at freefile.irs.gov.
For a full-service salon and spa, truly full-service salon and spa, the list is pretty much endless. Colon hydrotherapy, spray tans, looking for permanent makeup, and quick spa with Christina KK, Jamie Sue, and Carrie does massages, deep tissue, hot stone, body wraps, nail art, gel polish, nail enhancements. Talk to Jamie Sue. All in one location on Grand Avenue, 2348 Grand Avenue. Quick Spa, quick-spa.com.
Livin' Large Larry Live.
All kinds of blinds and billings, allkindsofblindsmt.com. Check out Bobby Gray's work with all kinds of blinds. A temperature check sponsored by All Kinds of Blinds and Billings. 42 now and another low 60-degree high day in Billings, Montana this afternoon. The Billings Morning News and more from Rimrock Flooring at rimrockflooringmt.com. Their 5,000 square foot showroom is at 1440 Central Avenue. Look and see and feel the new Swiss Trax product. It offers a practical and modern alternative to standard concrete, garage flooring, garage floor tiles. Swiss Trax, ask for it by name at Rimrock Flooring. Rimrock Flooring at 1440 Central in Billings. For the Billings Morning News, we utilize KTVQ.com, the Billings Gazette, and Color8.com. The downtown Billings coffee boom just keeps rolling along. Lenny and Jack C. Howes are busy remodeling a space at 2712 2nd Avenue North, downtown Billings, into Eben Coffee Collective, a coffee shop and bakery that they hope to have open in early March. Renovations continue at two other nearby coffee shops going into old buildings, Moab Coffee House at 2501 Montana Avenue and the Annex Coffee House and Bakery at 2601 Minnesota Avenue. Actor and musician Jeff Bridges will be pitching in to help his friend Governor Steve Bullock and his re-election efforts when he performs in Missoula next month. Bridges, who has been a part-time Montana resident over the decades, frequently comes back to Montana for a variety of activities. More recently, he's been teaming up with Bullock to promote the cause of free breakfasts to help students learn. Bullock's campaign has announced Bridges will be in Missoula on March 15th for a fundraiser at the Wilma Theater, and you can click a link at ktvq.com for tickets. Waiting for flights at Billings Logan International Airport may soon become more convenient and comfortable. A potential $45 million project would expand the concourse. The project would add 3 new jet bridges for a total of 8. According to Kevin Plone, the City of Billings Director of Aviation and Transit. In all, the airport is in line for $75 million worth of improvement over the next 5 years. $2 million for the concourse has already been approved for expanding the restrooms, the holding room, and the concession area. The Billings City Council is scheduled to look at the capital improvement plan at a work session coming up in March next month. The 25th annual Scott Firefighter Stair Climb in Seattle is coming up quickly here. Firefighters from across the nation in Canada, Europe, they come together on March 6th to climb 69 floors of stairs or 1,356 steps all to support the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And they're in full gear as well, full firefighting gear. The Billings Fire Department will be sending a team of 10 this year and looking for your help. A couple of fundraisers coming up. One's at the pub station tonight. They're going to hold a concert with 2 members of the Billings Fire Department. That event begins at 6 and will include a silent auction and a 50-50 raffle. And then on February 29th, which is a Monday, there'll be another fundraiser for the event at Hooligan Sports Bar beginning at 5 p.m. in downtown Billings. The Billings Morning News and more from Rimrock Flooring at 1440 Central Avenue and rimrockflooringmt.com. 3 stores, better buying power for you, more savings for you as well at Rimrock Flooring.
Juice, Mom! Juice, juice, juice! Mommy, why are we going to the store? Mom, I want juice! Mom! Juice, juice, juice! Mommy! Juice, juice, Mom! Juice, juice.
Your child will have different needs at different stages of life, and that includes the car seat. That's right, the car seat. A car seat isn't one size fits all. You have to have the right seat based on your child's age, weight, and height. See, car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. But there's a website that gives you all the information you need, safercar.gov/the-right-seat. You'll find out about types of seats, when to have a seat rear-facing, when to switch it to forward-facing, when it's time for a booster seat, and when it's time for your child to ride in the back seat with a seatbelt. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. Go to safercar.gov/the-right-seat. That's safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Join us at 1-888-858-1408.
We broadcast from the Redline Computer Store, the Redline Computer Studios in West Billings, Montana, each morning. We're live, and we're on YouTube. Also, the TuneIn mobile app for your smartphones. We also have just an audio player if you just want some background sound on your PC, your tablets, your laptop, all accessible through livinlargelarry.com. Simplified it for you all in one place. And then after the live show, then the live YouTube that we're on right now, morning to you, that turns into the podcasts, the YouTube podcasts. And the What's Going On segment is courtesy of Bighorn Inspection, Petrochemical and Refinery Inspection, bighorninspection.com. CPR Saturday coming up this Saturday. We'll offer free CPR training classes at the Exhibit Hall Arena floor level at Metro Park. Classes will be offered throughout the day between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. with the last class starting at 12 p.m. CPR Saturday coming up this Saturday. March Madness or Health Challenge. Join them from March 1st through the 31st for a month-long weight loss challenge to improve your health. Central Wellness and the American Cancer Society are challenging the community to live a healthier lifestyle with March Madness and the Health Challenge, and quite a bit of prizes, over $2,500 in grand prizes. You can call today or sign up at 1010 Central Avenue at Central Wellness, or call 869-1066. Have you received your Girl Scout cookies? It's Girl Scout cookies season, and plenty of ways to get Girl Scout cookies. Pre-orders for cookies are being taken now through the 28th of February, delivery in late March or April, and you can order online from a Girl Scout from now through April 10th. Booth sales around the area for Girl Scout cookies March 25th through April 17th. The Relay for Life Spring Fling is coming up with the Midlife Chryslers. That's on March 11th at 7 p.m. at the Pavilion, and the event promises to bring a great time. VIP tables are available for $500. Individual tickets are sold for $25. Relay for Life Spring Fling coming up in March. And a couple of weeks away from the largest jobs fair in Montana, the annual Jobs Jamboree, the 25th annual Jobs Jamboree at Montana Pavilion at Metro Park. Over 140 employers. That's March 9th for that event, March 9th at Metro Park Pavilion, 11:30 to 6. The Jobs Jamboree coming up. What's Going On is presented to you by Bighorn Inspection, Petrochemical and Refinery Inspection, bighorninspection.com. And boy, is Metro Park in Billings busy this weekend. Mate Show started, great agricultural show yesterday. Goes all day today till 6, 10 to 6 today, and then 10 to 5 tomorrow. And just a heads up, I found out yesterday out at Mate's that the grand prize drawing will be held at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon, so on Saturday afternoon, and they close off any sign up for the $30,000 in prizes at 4:15. So keep those notes in your head as you're enjoying yourself at Metro Park at Mate. And then Friday night, tonight, there's the Fusion Fight League, MMA, going on at Metra. And what else? Of course, the Mate show through the weekend. And the Billings Wolves are playing football tomorrow night, 7:05 kickoff. I'll be the on-field MC this year for the 2016 Billings Wolves. So get there early and meet the new team, the new Billings Wolves, their first home game of the season, again Saturday night, 7:05 at Rimrock Auto Arena. And before that, also at Metra, around the outskirts of Rimrock Auto Arena, is the annual CPR Saturday, and that goes till about 2 in the afternoon. Lots going on. What's going on around Billings and surrounding communities from Bighorn Inspection, bighorninspection.com. And more coming up on the Friday edition, the Livin Large Larry live show at livinlargelarry.com from the Red Line Computer Studios in West Billings, Montana.
door power equipment from Ace, a Billings insulation package, a French door from Linrich, or a garage door from Connor's Door. It's where you want to be, and it's free. So, where to?
Livin' Large Larry Live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin' Large Larry Live.
You will be able to attend the Spring Home Improvement Show coming up in a couple of weeks, March 4th, 5th, and 6th at Metro Park. Billings Wolves begin their second season home opener tomorrow night, Saturday night, 7:05 kickoff, Rimrock Auto Arena at Metro Park. Had Mark Bird, GM, on the show yesterday. If you missed it, do a replay here for you from Keystone Mortgage, Billings, across from the pub station. And general manager of the Billings Wolves, and there's an excitement in the city of Billings. Mark Burr is with us, and let's talk about the Billings Wolves' second season, second campaign, Rimrock Auto Arena. And on Facebook, I've been following you. You keep asking the question, is it February 20th yet? You're excited to play or to watch the game, huh?
I am. The Super Bowl ends, and we kind of have this week of like, oh, wow.
Now what?
Football isn't here. What are we going to do? We're sitting around, and it's like, what do you mean, what are you going to do? You're going to come out on February 20th and watch us play football. It's hard not to get excited for that because it's the first game of the year, and we get to start it off at home. We are not on the road. We're here at home in our arena to kind of set the pace and set the tone to what the season is going to look like. So I can't not be excited when the season is right around the corner.
And you got a pretty good matchup with Sioux Falls Storm coming into Billings on Saturday night here.
Yeah, obviously from a football standpoint, if you're going to start the season off and you really want to see where your team is at, why not start it off against the defending champ? It's one of those deals that right from the jump where you match up. This is you hate to call your first game of the year a statement game,
right.
But this is a statement game because, here you are going against a team that has, 5-6 championships underneath their belt. Their coach is a Hall of Famer. Their linebacker is going to be a Hall of Famer, and the list goes on and on. Their offensive linemen, all these guys are great football players, and you get to start the season off against them and showcase your great talent as well. And for us, I'm excited. I'm excited to see Dak Brick go out there against these reigning champs and see what he's going to do in his second campaign. I'm excited to see Mike Green go up against receivers that score 20 touchdowns and see if he is the best defensive back in the league as we say he is. Because, my faith is with my guys, and this is the game that you want. Because why not start at the top? Why not just go ahead, start there, and then say, all right, week one, this is our opponent, and let's go at them with the best of our ability and everything that we have.
I had Coach Chris Dixon on my show about a week and a half ago, and we were talking about the Sioux Falls Storm, which he played for a couple of seasons. And I asked him, I says, is this a rivalry game? And he said something very respectful. He says, there's no rivalry yet. You have to earn rivalry status in the IFL.
Yeah, and I think that's fair. We played them once last year, and sadly, we had the game during the first half. We thought under control, and then in the second half, they came out, made some adjustments, and we ended up losing 56-41. And right now, as it sits, they lead the series. That's what it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's just what it is, though. We played once. That game is in the past. Now it's all about this new season, the new start to the league. Obviously, there's changes. We've recruited new players. We got some new talent in here. The IFL instituted a vet rule where you can only have 7 guys on your roster that have 4 years or more of experience. Obviously, when you play a team like Sioux Falls that last year had around 15 to 18 guys with that kind of experience, and now they can't have that, you feel that the playing field across the league is more competitive because everybody is pretty much on the same level because this is the league that the guys supposed to show up, play a season or 2 or 3, and really be moving up, hopefully to another league where they're cashing in on all their hard work that they put in while they were here in Billings or some of the other cities that play in the IFL.
With all that said,
it's not a rivalry.
Well, with all that said, Mark Burr with his general manager, Billings Wolves. I was at the at Bones Arcade, who's become quite a big partner of the Billings Wolves the other night with your media meet and greet, and the mayor was there and a couple more dignitaries. And in brief, describe the message to the players that you give for the new players coming in, playing for the Billings Wolves at the IFL level. I mean, you've got tons of football experience playing yourself, but you had a really cool message. I think people listened to you.
Well, when the guys come to town, I try not to treat them like sometimes the mistakes that you see in other places or when you were a football player. And so I try to use my own experience to tell them to say, hey, really be in this moment. And what we mean is that, every situation is different. So you cannot use the phrase, act like you've been there, because you haven't been there. February 20th at 7:05, when our kicker kicks the ball off to their team, or if their kicker kicks it off to us, that is the first time you've been in that experience for February 20th, 7:05, and treat it as such. Don't do as I did during my playing days, and as some other athlete has done, and they go and talk about it as well. Is that you almost become a little selfish that you're looking at this as just a place that you're going to be at for a day, a week, or maybe a month. And you become a little selfish in that you don't engage all the way with your environment, where you don't slap five with the kids, you don't have fun out there when you're playing the game, you don't do the touchdown celebrations. You almost take it too business-like. So where my message is more like, relax and enjoy this, because one day it's going to be over, and it's too late when you're sitting on the couch and saying, I should have jumped in the crowd that time I scored a touchdown there in front of the end zone with the seats right there, and everybody was like, hey, go ahead and do it, because you can't go back, and especially when you're playing professional indoor football. There's no start overs. There's no, I'm going to go back and do this or that. It's a 16-game schedule. Each game is going to be different. Each situation is going to be different. First quarter, you stop a team on 3rd and 7, versus the fourth quarter stopping a team on 3rd and 7,
right, huh?
There's a huge difference there. Maybe the stop in the fourth quarter just sealed the victory for us. Those two situations are different. Don't treat them the same. Enjoy the moment. Don't become selfish or kind of like an introvert where you're just kind of thinking about yourself and how you're making your moves to go to a different league or anything of that nature. Love that you're here in Billings. Accept that this is where you're at right now and that our fans love you. And act like it. Go out on the field and celebrate and enjoy the fans and play with them and play the game that you love.
About 2 years ago, when you announced, you and Shorty and the whole crew were announcing to media about bringing IFL back to Billings, the Billings Wolves, you said that you are bound and determined to get your team out in the community, and you have stuck to that promise going into year number 2. I see the Wolves out everywhere I go.
Yeah, and you have to be. You really do. I mean, you just have to be, because how can I ask the community to make an investment in the team if the team isn't willing to make an investment in the community? And, sometimes people think that, we select different places by, some kind of standard or anything of that nature. And really what it comes down to is, if somebody sends me an email, if somebody goes to Mark at BillingsWolves.com and drops me a message, we will try our hardest to show up to whatever the event is, whatever the cause is, whether there's 2 kids, 50 kids, 2 adults, 100 adults.
Right.
We will be there. That's just how it goes. There's no, we're not selecting, this event over that event. Obviously, if they're at the same time, we have to look into that. But otherwise, though, we try to go everywhere. If you invite us, we're going to show up. It might not be the whole team. It might only be the quarterback, but we will be there.
An example of that is Thursday night. Tonight, you'll be over at, hopefully you've checked your schedule. The Wolves will be over at Tops Sandwich across from Shopko from about 6 to 7. I know Tucker's got some sandwich specials. It'll be a great meet and greet for the Wolves for at least 1 hour tonight.
Yep, and, Tucker's been with us since the beginning. He used to have a different franchise, Spicy Pickle and posters, the magnets, those things that just kind of engage the fans. And not everybody's going to be able to make the game, but feel free to bring your kids down and meet some of the guys.
I don't want to put any pressure on you, but when Chris Dixon was on my show, Coach Dixon, a week and a half ago, I asked him, I was talking about the fact that the Billings Wolves last year, you guys had the largest cumulative crowd of any event at Metro Park last year in 2015, and I told him, yeah, it was about 20,000 fans total. That's a pretty good number. And Coach Dixon said, yeah, this year we're looking at 60,000 fans. No pressure, Mark. No pressure.
No, there's never any pressure as far as getting fans in the game, because that's, we got to have the fans there, and honestly, we need the fans there because when you are a young team, second-year program, and you're going against teams that have been in the league for 14, 15 years, sometimes their guys, they're used to this. You need that home crowd advantage so you can kind of rattle them just a little bit. You need that Saturday night 4,000 to 5,000 people sitting in the crowd so that when they walk out onto the field, they're like, oh, wow, this community here is invested in this team. And when they drop their pass, we're screaming and howling at them, and they realize that, wow, this is the Wolves' Den right here, and this is not going to be an easy game. We need that. And it's always great when you can get those numbers. Obviously, that's what we're shooting for, and that's the numbers that we want. So, I look forward to the challenge.
And we see a great crowd. I anticipate a great crowd. Saturday night, 7:05 kickoff on the dot at Rimrock Auto Arena. The Billings Wolves against the Sioux Falls Storm in Billings, Montana. Mark Bird, general manager of the team. I am looking forward to the weekend. I'll see you on Saturday.
Sounds good, Larry. I'll see you there.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Call or email your Livin Large Larry Live show ideas. Larry@livinlargelarry.com and 1-888-858-1408.
The high wind warning in Billings continues until about noon today. Our Billings area forecast from Broughton Construction and Home Repair, BRAATON, for trustworthy and knowledgeable service. Broughton Construction and Home Repair. Nice day, nice weekend, actually sunny today and 60. Some gusts up to 60 miles per hour. Again, by early afternoon, that all should subside. For the weekend, sunny and high near 52 on Saturday. Sunday, sunny and 49. And mid-40s to low 50s for highs looking ahead to the first 3 days next week. Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors, MontanaProperty.com, bring you the Billings area forecast. 1925 Grand Avenue. She'll listen to you. She'll listen to your needs. Jade will show you properties meeting your specific criteria in your price range. Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors, MontanaProperty.com. The promise that Brown's Automotive makes is communications, and that has worked now for over 60 years in Billings. Brown's Automotive, with 4 locations. Brown's Auto Service on Broadwater. There's Brown's West Auto Service, Rosebud and 20th Street, and a couple of locations of Brown's downtown. Automatic transmission companies at 13th Street North and 1st Avenue North. Brown's Rebuild Center, 18th Street North and 2nd Avenue North. Brown's Automotive, over 60 years in Billings. BrownsAutoBillings.com. N2 Cryotherapy in Billings for better wellness. N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West. And be sure to check out N2 Cryotherapy. Cindy Graff has a booth at the Mate, out at the pavilion part of the Home and Health Expo and Mates. She'll be out there through Saturday at 5. N2 Cryotherapy. Log on for appointments and get a little history of what cryotherapy is all about here in Billings. N2cryo.com. Our replay sponsor on Livin Large Larry Live is from Keystone Mortgage. Purchase, refinance, investment properties, second home, all at Keystone Mortgage. 248-7124. You can search them out on Facebook. Use the keyword Keystone and check out their new location. It's across from the pub station. Keystone Mortgage, 2442 1st Avenue North. KeystoneHomeLoans.com. You are just a number. You're our number one priority with Keystone Mortgage.
Livin Large Larry Live.
We gather our news for the Billings Morning News and more.